Okay. Oh, itchy. Okay. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a thing and a half, two things and a shake of a quarter, $5 and a foot long, $5 the lore. This is surprisingly not entirely what I thought I was going to be doing, but I was reminded why I used to do YouTube videos to begin with. And I decided that it is time for me to make another video in which I talk and banter and suggest and coerce and relive and reform and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure people who actually watch my content are wondering what I've been doing this past year or so. Yeah, about a year. I can't actually remember what exactly I was doing that whole year, but what have I been doing? Well, I'm going to school and I'm doing stuff, and it's been great. It's been doing good. I even renounced my YouTube channel last year. It's been a good time. And I'm gonna just talk like this the whole time, because that's how I work. Now, truly, I've been doing a lot of searching. A lot of stuff has changed in my life, and for my own personal stuff, I rather keep a lot of that sealed away for right now. But yeah, 2 minutes in, it's literally just me rambling about nothing. So the last year, I published that video saying I wasn't going to be making YouTube videos anymore, or at least channel update videos. I was focusing on projects. Since then, I've been working on a lot of projects. A lot. I did one for school. I ended up bombing it because I took on too much. In my personal opinion, I took on way too much for what the project required. It just required for me to make a video about a subject. And that subject was something personal in my life that I felt like I should share with the world. And that subject was depression and anxiety. Now, since then, I have been, I don't know, making that video reminded me of where I was and where I came from. And then I relived the past 3 years of my life, relationships, people I've met, people I've dealt with, and thinking how different my life has been in the past 3 years than it's been my whole life. I've traveled places that I didn't think I was going to travel, done things I didn't think I was going to do within those 3 years. And I mean, this year I'm also traveling places and doing things that I didn't think I was going to do. Last year, I didn't think I was going to be in school last year around this time. Didn't think I was going to have the motivation to write again. I lost my motivation to write. Lately, I've been writing 2 things. One has been and I'm saying this even though I might not finish the book or story, I'm writing a fantasy fiction. Of course, fantasy and fiction go hand in hand, but I'm writing a fantasy book based on one character as she goes through a lot of changes in her life as well. It really defines how people should really look at other people's perspectives, because that's pretty much the whole book, where she lives in a world where things just get messed up and things have to be fixed in a manner that we would have to fix it. So it's a fantasy book taking place in a fantasy world, and it's pretty good. My other one There's a story, science fiction fantasy thing. It's kind of like a really bad mix mashup where it's if science advanced to the point where we could actually use magician type stuff, magic type stuff, but it's all science and myth. A lot of mythology. Yeah, a lot of mythology behind that. And it takes more derivative from, I want to say, Japanese folklore. And I got a lot of inspiration from, just in general, a lot of shows and books. Well, those are the few projects I'm working on. Another project is in the same universe as the fantasy fantasy book story. It's in the same universe, but it's more deriving again from more science-based magic. And if science came and people figured out that they can do powers, it's almost like, if you've ever seen or even read DC Comics, how like people got certain abilities through certain scientific experiments. I mean, even Marvel has that. So it's based on that kind of stuff. Like, what if this, X that, and that story I really want to continue to. It's a lot of stories to write, and when you're me, getting the motivation to write 100+ pages of a story is kind of hard. I've only managed to write about, I want to say, 50 of one and about 10 of the other, because I don't have the mindset right now to write. I want to keep working on it though, and I plan on finishing it, at least one of them, at the end of this year. That's my goal. So if I have 50 pages of one, that's actually before I started rewriting it, because I changed one of the stories. Holy shit, that looks really cool. I'm gonna show you guys if I can. Oh, no, my phone doesn't want me to show you. I've also been working on shows and videos and whatnot, other things that are more time consuming than I'd wish. And I kind of hate that they're that time consuming. I just wanted to let everybody know that was some, I don't know, some updates going. You might see more projects from me, not just videos, but writing. It's a big experience. I've been working on one of these worlds for about 3 years now. I have a lot of expanse, so I have a lot of the universe. I'm just writing the characters and stories inside the universe, and it's become a difficult process because I keep getting that, oh, I want to do this story now, or I want to do that story, when I should pick one story and focus on that and try to actually fix it and see which one I like more. I might do the Earth story if this story about this fantasy story falls through, because this fantasy story is quite a lot. I didn't think it was going to be that hard to actually come up with a fantasy story. I think it's mainly due to a creative side of me that lets my mind escape easily when I'm creating the story, which I don't like. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm back on YouTube, deleting that video saying that I'm not doing YouTube videos anymore, but that was due to going through a rough patch when I was trying to create something and it fell through. So we'll see how time goes now. Might just see a lot more blog posts and story posts from me. Who knows? Okay. See you guys later.